Hello everyone. In the series of Learning Database Management System, today we are going to solve few more example using cursor. So already we have solved few example on stored procedure. We understood what is a stored procedure and what is a cursor, cursor attributes, how to put a handler, all those things with the example I have shown in my previous lecture videos. If you have not gone through those videos, please first see those videos. So this video will be more clear to you people. So here today, what we are going to do, we will create a stored procedure where I'm having an employee table, and to give raise to all the employees, we will create a procedure using cursor. So here I'm having a database with employee DB. Now select star to fetch all the details of employee table. So select star from employee. As you can see the data here I'm having an employee table with ID, name, superior ID, salary, birth date, and department number. So here I want to give raise to all these employees. Okay, so first I have to change the delimiter, because ultimately what happened that the delimiter, the semicolon is a default delimiter, and in the procedure definition we have to put this semicolon. So to avoid clash, we will change the delimiter, we will redefine the delimiter, and today I'm going to use these double slash as delimiter. So here my delimiter is modified. Now I'm creating the procedure. So I'm writing create procedure. I have to give space after this, and I have to mention which procedure, what name of the procedure I want. So I want to make a procedure with name give raise. Now I want this procedure to take some input value. I want it to take a input variable. Fine. So what we have to do, we have to write it is the parameter is of which type: in type parameter, out type parameter, or in out type parameter. So I want this to be in type parameter. That means this procedure will take some value from the calling side. When I will call this procedure will take a value. Now then I have to give parameter name. So I'm giving the name as amount, and I'm giving this, for this particular amount, this variable, I'm giving it as a double data type. So what is happening, we are creating a procedure with name give raise. It's taking a parameter, and it's a in type parameter. That means it will take a value, and the data type for this parameter is double. After this we have to write the start the block. So here the block will start with begin. After this I have to do the declaration part. So for declaration, again I'm creating, first let me declare, and as in the previous example I have explained, I'm creating a variable with name done. So here I'm declaring a variable with name done, and this done will be a integer type variable, and I'm setting the default value for this done as 0. Fine. So why I'm taking this done? Because when I will put a handler, because I'm putting a cursor, and cursor will give me value row by row. So when my row will be over, that means when my row will be null, then my handler should handle it. So as a flag, I'm using this done variable. I'm setting its value default 0. As soon as I will stop finding the rows, I will change the value of this done to 1, and then I will stop the loop by checking that value. So that's why I'm making a variable with name done. Data type for this variable is integer, and default value I'm setting 0 for this. Another variable declare. Now we want to give raise to the employees. So here if you can see, ID is a column which is primary key. Everyone is having a unique ID. So one variable I'm creating as EID, that too of integer type, because if you can see here, all the IDs are integer. So to holding those ID when we are putting the loop, so for that I'm declaring one variable as EID. Then one more variable, because salary I want to raise, so one variable I'm creating, so declare salary. For salary I'm using SAL, and this also I'm taking as integer type. Fine. So these variable I will use inside the loop. Okay. Now I want to declare a cursor. So declare a cursor I'm declaring. So after declare, I have to give cursor name. So for this cursor, I'm giving the name as EMPREC. Then we have to put the keyword cursor. So here is cursor for. Now this for, after this for, there will be select statement. What I want to select? I want to select ID, comma, salary. So I want to select ID, comma, salary. From which table? From employee table, right? So we are selecting ID comma salary from employee table. That means what? We have declared the cursor. That means a cursor is initialized, a temporary workstation is created, and memory is given to that workstation. Fine. So we have initialized a cursor with name EMPREC. There is a keyword cursor for that, for, and then we have written the select statement and from which table we have mentioned that. After that, for handler. Now for handler, again declare, we are declaring a handler. After this we have to give action. So I want this thing to continue till the time my done is not one. Fine. Till the time I'm not till the time I'm finding the rows, this thing should be continue. So declare continue handler. This is your handler syntax. Fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm just writing declare what kind of action. After that, the keyword handler comes for. Now I have to mention the cursor attribute. So now I will mention the cursor attribute as not found. All these things, all these concepts I have explained in the cursor video, so please go through the video if you have not seen. Here what we are doing, we are mentioning the cursor attribute. What is not found attribute does? Not found is a boolean attribute which gives either the value in terms of true or false. So when I will not find the new row, when I will be not be able to fetch the new row, the not found will become true. And as soon as it will become true, I want to set, what I want to set, I want to set this done variable which we have declared here as 0. I will set this done variable is equals to 1, right? So this is my handler. As soon as I will stop finding the new rows, I will set the done variable to 1. Till the time I'm not finding, till the time I'm finding the rows, this not found will be false and this done is 0. So till that time I should continue. So what action I want to perform? Till that time I have to continue. Okay. Now next what I have to do? I have to open the cursor. So open and the cursor name. So here in this case, our cursor name is EMPREC. So we are opening the cursor here. As soon as I will open the cursor, what will happen? It will start pointing to the first ID of employee table, because here only we have created the cursor, select ID comma salary. So for here, it will first row, it will start pointing as soon as I will open the cursor. After that, I'm putting the loop. So you can put any loop, repeat or while. So here I'm putting a repeat loop. So what I have to repeat? I have to repeat that I can fetch. Now for cursor, third step, first is declaration, second is open, third step is fetch. My cursor will fetch. So I have to write fetch. After that I have to write the cursor name, so EMPREC. So here is my cursor name into. Now from where, right now my cursor is pointing to this first row. It will fetch the ID and salary, and it will put into some variable. Which variable? EID and salary variable. So I am writing fetch cursor name into EID. That means ID is going inside EID and salary will go inside SAL. Okay, it will fetch and it will put the data here. Now what we have to do? Now we can update. So I'm writing the command update. What I have to update? I have to update table employee. Here set, I want to give raise, that means salary column will be affected. So give raise, set salary is equals to, what I want to set here? I want to set that this salary, this SAL is having what? The current salary. My EMPREC was pointing to the first row and it fetched the data from first row, and ID is kept inside EID and the salary 1 lakh is kept inside SAL column. So now what I want to set the salary with the raised amount, right? So here I'm putting the condition, I'm writing the expression SAL. SAL is what? 1 lakh. 1 lakh plus. 1 lakh plus how much? I want to give the raise with current salary. What is current salary? 1 lakh. That is SAL into, and the amount which we will pass from the uh, callings time. Let us suppose I want to give 10% increment or 20% increment. So 10% increment means what? 0.1, right? So instead of the value, I'm writing here amount because it's an in type procedure that will take a value. So the value of this amount will depend on at the time of calling what I'm passing. Whatever I'm passing will be coming here in amount, and with that amount I'm multiplying the salary, and to the current salary I'm adding it. Fine. So to get the round value, we have a mathematical function round which rounds off the values, right? So I'm using the mathematical function, so a rounded value we will get here. Okay, now I have to put the condition. Here we will set, we will do this calculation and we will set it to the salary column. Okay, now next what? I have to give the where condition. So where, now where, what I have to put? ID is equals to, because on the basis of ID is unique, so ID is equals to what I have fetched from EMPREC? First row ID. So this one is where? Inside EID. So here I'm putting EID. Fine, where ID is equals to EID. So I have to set like this. Okay, now how long I have to do this? Until done. So until done I will do this. So it will check that my uh, cursor is able to fetch another row or not. So after that my cursor will fetch 2 and salary what? 50,000. That 2 will go to EID and SAL will have 50,000. So then we will update the employee table salary column. How we will update? 50,000 plus 50,000 into the amount which we are getting from the calling side, where EID is equals to what? 2, then 3, 4, 5. After this 5 my EID will come to next column, next row which is not existing. So I will not be able to fetch anything, my cursor will not be able to fetch anything. Fine. So when my cursor is not able to fetch anything, that means not found will become true. As soon as it will become true, we will set the done to 1, and when done is 1, so this condition will satisfy. Until done we have to do this. So as soon as done is coming, we have to end the loop. So we are writing here end repeat. So here the loop will be ended with end repeat, and then I have to end this block. So I'm ending this block. No, before that I have to close the cursor. So I have to close the cursor. For that I have to write close and cursor name. What is my cursor name? EMPREC. So here my cursor is closed, and then I can end the block. So here my block is ended. Now why it is not showing anything? Because I have not kept the delimiter. What is my delimiter? These double slashes are the delimiter. Fine. So when I will press here enter, it is okay. So this code is okay. Without any error, this code is running. Okay. Now next what? Next, just understand this thing once again. If any problem you are facing, what we have done, we have created a procedure. So here I'm writing create procedure and the procedure name. So procedure name is give raise. Here it will give the raise with this amount. It's a taking a parameter. This procedure is taking a parameter which is of in type, means it will take, and name of the parameter is amount, and data type is double. So here what is happening here, this begin and end are creating the block. So in C++ we put opening braces and curly braces, opening curly braces and closing curly braces. Here we put begin and end. First we have to declare all the variable including the cursor and a handler. For that we have used all this declare. After that we have to open the cursor and we have to apply a loop. So this loop will work till the time my done is not 1. After my done will become 1, this loop will stop. So we are writing end repeat. We are closing the cursor and we are ending the block. Fine. So now let me change the delimiter again. So again I'm making the delimiter as semicolon. Now I will call this procedure. How to call the procedure? I have to write call and I have to give procedure name. So give raise. Now this procedure is taking one int type variable. Let us suppose I want to increase the salary with 10%. 10% means what? 0.1, right? So I'm increasing the salary with 10%. Fine. Um, where I have used total salary. Set salary is equals to call give raise. Okay, so there was a trigger present on my table. So we have to first delete the trigger, then only I can create a procedure on the table. So I have deleted that trigger and now I'm calling the procedure call give raise, and I want to increase the salary by 10%. So I'm passing the amount as 0.1. Now if you can see, query is okay. Now if I want to check, now it will show the increased salary. So what I have to do, I have to select and I want to fetch all the details. So select star from which table? Employee table. So here now when I will do this, select star from employee. As you can see, earlier salary for this John was 1 lakh. Now you can see the salary is increased. This was 50,000. Again here also it's increased. So like this you can create a procedure where you can pass the value as well, right? So you can give the raise and the value will increase like this. Okay, so this was the program for procedures with where we passed the value and all the values got increased um, with the help of the cursor. We have done this program. So this is it for today. Thank you very much. I hope the concept of stored procedure along with cursor is clear to you all. Thank you.